Hey guys, I am doing this video exclusively for YouTube because up until this point, I've only just been transferring content from my TikTok, and I recently just started taking my YouTube channel a little bit more serious. I appreciate all the love that I've gotten. I just got monetized on here, and I have no idea what that means or what's going on or how to do that. But nonetheless, I'm here, and I want to just say I'm going to start doing videos specifically just for TikTok and just for YouTube. I don't want to be doubling up on content now that I've actually had a moment to kind of see what's actually going on. I really wasn't expecting my YouTube to take off the way that it did. I think in the first 2 weeks that I took it serious, I ended up getting like 2,000 followers, but really those 2,000 followers kind of happened, or subscribers rather, happened like within a 6-day time frame. It was kind of insane. And then it just kind of hit a dip. So I don't really know what I've done wrong or correct, but here we are. All right, guys. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, you should. I just recently hit 15K on there. I'm very happy. I love all of my followers. My TikTok name is the same as my YouTube name. If y'all can just leave me a little comment, let me know if y'all are coming here from TikTok or if y'all just found me on YouTube. That'd be awesome to know. There's a huge difference in my TikTok crowd versus my YouTube crowd, because TikTok, they're all like fans and they love me and I can really do no wrong. And then I come over here to YouTube and y'all give me a run for my money. I'm so serious. Y'all literally will just call me out. I can't say one word wrong. Y'all, excuse me, did you know that meant? I love y'all. You gotta know I love it. You gotta know it. I just got out of a really heavy, dark reading, so I don't know if y'all can tell I'm like absorbing all that negative energy. I'm just now starting to kind of cool off, so I'm hoping that this reading is gonna be not as chaotic. I did channel a few random ass things, but before we continue, fun fact, did you know that Cancers actually are demons in Golden Retriever energy? And did you know that Scorpio gets blamed for everything that Cancers do, and that Cancers just idly sit by and let Scorpio take the blame for it? And Cancer loves the fact that they get called crybabies and sensitive and too sweet, because the truth is you can say mean things to them. They really just don't care, and it's mostly because they don't have a heart. Also, you can say whatever you want to them. It's not going to bother them. Now, don't ever come for their loved one. That would be a moment that you would just never want to go through. I mean, if you make it through it at all. I mean, you would not want to do that. Yeah, nonetheless, Cancers cry a lot because there's a lot of evil emotions inside their souls, and they have to cleanse them with tears. It's just the fastest way to release it so that they don't end up in prison. By the way, I'm a Cancer, so don't come for me. Yeah, good shit. Anyways, I channel the most random things, usually right before I get into this. Probably is a love reading. Jesus, King of Wands and Queen of Cups. Could be a fire sign masculine, water sign feminine, maybe a Cancer, who knows, right? I always, right before I get into a reading, just say like, Spirit, who needs to hear what confirmation needs to come through in what video, so that they know this is specifically for them. Random things, but I just saw Ace of Swords. It's definitely the truth. So cracked iPhone screen. Like if you recently and I just added an iPhone. I don't think it necessarily has to be, but I just said that. But cracked screen. If you recently cracked your phone screen, like today specifically, January 15th and 16th, Minnie Mouse, August 19th through 23rd, the name Millie, maladaptive daydreaming, maybe connected to Millie or not sure. The Philippines, someone named Philip, someone with the last name Vasquez, and I heard that twice, that came through twice. Someone with the last name Dominguez, ravioli and Skittles, have no idea. Tamagotchi pets, I think those are like the little things from the 90s or something, I'm not sure. I don't even know what that is, I spelled it wrong. Turo, car rental app, 1992, the 13th of the month, something about 4 cars could be significant. Maybe a family with 4 cars, you sold 4 cars, you own 4 cars, you broke down 4 cars, not sure. Out of town, somebody may be out of town. Then I heard mean. I don't know if they're saying like somebody's mean, but I kind of got that it was like a nickname or something, or somebody says that a lot, or I'm not sure. And then I heard somebody say big Leo energy and gross Virgo. Don't know what the hell any of that means, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. Spirit, can you tell me who this reading is for? And once again, this is a video specifically just for YouTube. I will not be posting this on TikTok. This is made for YouTube. We have 5 of Pentacles on the board. 3 of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Lovers. This may be, I just heard in my mind right now this is going to be a almost collective smorgasbord of readings. This is not going to be one person. This is kind of going to be random information coming through. I don't think this is one full storyline. I'll just say that. Somebody right now is maybe feeling very left out, very abandoned, very much so in the cold, or left to figure something out for themselves. I kind of get that this was either a friend group or something having to do with work, but I feel like somebody was, maybe they started dating somebody that was in their friend group. Maybe they moved in together. Maybe they were the breadwinner. This is coming out as Queen of Pentacles and Lovers. A Gemini could be significant. There could have been a third party. Yes, there you go, third party. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. So this is a relationship reading. There is a third party involved. The third party could be the Queen of Pentacles. I do see Knight of Pentacles. This is slow and consistent movement. Somebody may have recently left, or just maybe they're being very emotionally unavailable or avoidant, or they could have just left to go find something more emotionally fulfilling. June 14th could be very significant. You could have a 6-year-old or a 14-year-old. The 6 or the 14th could be significant. The number 20 could be significant, or the 20th of the month. Something just stopped. Something is off balance right now. I have Temperance in a neutral position. I have Hierophant. This could easily be a marriage. This could be that somebody went to jail. This could be somebody dealing with a court situation. This could also be a Taurus male. This could be somebody who's very religious. Give me 1 second. I'm going to just feel this energy through. This looks like a separation for sure. I do get that somebody may be in jail right now, and somebody's kind of left to pick up all of the pieces by themselves. I do get that the person that was in jail did have a third party, and they are using that third party to financially provide for them. They have sort of been building up this connection over a long period of time, and I think that maybe the other person just found out. Because even though I see this Queen of Pentacles here, that's not who I'm reading for. That's the other woman. I don't get that. And that could be an earth sign woman. That could be a gross Virgo. Shit. August 19th through 23rd. This could be future energy. They could be going to jail on the 19th or the 23rd. Something around that time. They could be getting pulled over in a vehicle that they're renting. They could have stolen 4 cars. I'm not sure, but something recently just stopped. You're just now learning about this. You're just now figuring out that they've had a third party this whole time. You're feeling very left out in the cold right now. You're feeling very abandoned. And you know you have to make a decision, but it's almost like the universe made the decision for you. This is going to be a separation, and you will not be getting back with this person. Yeah, you're going to be single and independent for sure. Absolutely. If you don't know it, now you do. Who am I reading for, Spirit? Possibly a Cancer, somebody very disconnected and upset right now. 6 of Wands. What is that 6 of Wands about? That's weird. Maybe somebody was in their ego. Somebody was doing this to get attention. Cancer again. Wow, heavy Cancer energy. 4 of Cups and Chariot. You could be, if I am reading for a Cancer right now, you are feeling very betrayed. And that's funny that I was saying a Cancer joke in the beginning, so that's interesting. Once again, this 8 of Wands at the bottom, something has stopped. I do believe I'm reading for a Cancer. Strongly do feel that. And it's funny that I don't know why I wanted to open up with that, but I'm starting to kind of get a little hot on this side again. That really does happen when somebody's emotions are kind of overwhelmed, when there's negative energy around them, when they're sort of releasing a lot of pain. That can kind of happen. Right side masculine. This may be for a feminine Cancer. This may be for a feminine Cancer. Does not have to be a woman. Just maybe someone in their feminine energy, or just with Cancer traits. Okay, if it is a masculine. This is somebody who has to move forward no matter how disconnected they feel right now, no matter how upset they feel. They're maybe disassociated from how upset and hurt they truly are. they are in a position of either a leadership role or successful at work or kind of viewed in a decent lighting in their community. Whatever they're doing right now, they are getting recognized for what they're doing. And so they know that they have to continue to move forward. So they're carrying that pain with them, the dark, and they're also bringing what they have, which is their success and their self, the light. Nonetheless, they have to continue to move forward. That's not an option. They know that. But that's typical Cancer fashion. I mean, we can disassociate for just a little bit to get through what we need to get through when things are too out of balance. We have to, no matter how lonely or sad we feel, because, you know, right now you are being seen. I mean, this is true. If you're not Cancer, you could be Gemini, but I strongly feel Cancer, strongly. You could have been dating a Taurus or a Gemini or a Cancer. I mean, if you were dating a Cancer male, my God, that's already the end of the reading right there. That needs to end. Just kidding, guys. Yeah, something is just not balanced right now. Let me go ahead and get a little bit of clarifiers for this reading. I'm still just trying to gain a little bit of understanding here. I did also write at the top, passionate and unstable, right before I hit record. I don't know if I channeled that or if I just felt like writing that. It was kind of random. And then I put connection versus conflict right above cracked screen. Maybe y'all had an altercation with the phone. Maybe somebody threw a phone. Maybe somebody has a cracked screen. Maybe you found messages on that phone. Maybe you were mean to them. They were mean to you. Passionate and unstable. Y'all could have like a lot of chemistry, but just be very toxic in general. That would ring true with that. Now, keep in mind, I did channel gross Virgo and big Leo energy. Okay, so those are the two things. Now, January, I believe, is Aquarius, January 15th and 16th. And then Leo and Virgo, right, would be, so I think that Leo season ends, what, August 20th, guys, or something like that? So August 19th through 23rd. So that would be Leo, or is it Virgo that comes after? For the end of August, beginning of September. Y'all let me know. I can't remember, but the 13th could be significant. 1992. Out of town. They could have got shipped, look, third party. They could have maybe got shipped to a prison or something like that, like where they had to get transferred. I really do feel like stolen cars or something. Something with cars, because I did channel car rental and 4 cars. And now I'm feeling like they went to jail or they left. Queen of Swords. That could be the truth. Whatever the situation is, you saw the truth. I want to go ahead and see, who is this man? Who is this? Leo energy, strength. Oh, wow. 10 of Swords in a neutral position. Queen of Swords at the bottom. And 3 of, yeah, they're definitely in jail. Shit. I just feel like they're like looking like, these are the bars I'm about to be in right now. Yeah, big Leo shit. Or the Leo could be leaving. It may not be the Leo in jail, but I kind of do get that. Because I did say, who is this going to jail? Somebody that has overcome a lot of pain, or they caused a lot of pain. They sat in a lot of pain. 10 of Swords neutral. It's not dealt with. It's not new. It's not old. It's just stagnant energy sitting in pain. Maybe you just constantly cause conflict everywhere you go, sir. I do feel that. Strength. Maybe just somebody who has to carry their pain with them and continue forward no matter what. You probably do feel very bitter right now. Possible air sign feminine, but Queen of Swords is very, very much so somebody who is, I was just reminded that this could be multiple storylines. I just got reminded of that right now. So that may be why some of this is not making a lot of sense. I don't know why Spirit is giving me the message in this way, but this could be stories that are intertwining together. I do just feel that strongly. 9 of Cups. It's like you kind of have to put on this happy front even if you're not. But the Queen of Swords is somebody who tells the truth. They demand the truth and they're very clear. They're very adamant on being fair and seeing shit for what it is. You're not about to play with her. You're not about to lie to her. But in its shadow form, when you see it at the bottom of the deck, I mean, this is somebody who has now turned bitter. They're still probably honest, but they cut with the truth, and it's in a bitter sense. They're more cold and calculated and detached. They've been hurt, so they probably said a lot of hurtful fucking words. Seriously. And I almost got like a double-edged sword is how I just heard this. Like it's you hurt her, so she's hurting you. So it's like y'all are just hurting each other now. It's just like, this is what you did to me. Somebody who's just really holding on for dear life. 3 of Pentacles. This is third party something. I just got the image of like, it's you. This is maybe your storyline, and then somebody else that you're curious about, maybe like an ex or somebody from this friend group. This is what they're also going through. I don't know why I'm seeing it like that, like when you're in an interrogation room and there's like a double-sided mirror and they're watching you through the mirror or whatever. Like it's, I don't know why it's like 2 sides of a coin, double-edged sword. I don't know why I'm hearing it like that. I think maybe you recently broke up with somebody. Thank you, Spirit. You recently broke up with somebody. You're still very connected to them, but y'all are not in touch. Y'all are at a distance. Maybe somebody maybe went out of town, something like that. But nonetheless, they could be daydreaming about you. This 3 of Wands could be that maladaptive daydreaming. Maybe they're living their life and you're living yours, and this is what recently happened to you, and maybe whatever else I'm explaining is what's going on with them. Something like that. Okay, so maybe you or your ex had somebody that went to jail, and then, you know, maybe this is your ex here kind of sitting in pain and staying strong and maybe thinking about you. I do get that. 3 of Wands, future focus, maladaptive daydreaming. Knight of Swords, once again, this could be an air sign. Page of Pentacles, somebody that's starting over but kind of in a chaotic way, and really making a head over heart decision. Excuse me, I do get that these are 2 separate energies. This is somebody who wants to spin the block. They left because they were forced to, but they didn't really want to. This is somebody who they didn't leave intentionally to get to a more emotionally fulfilling situation. Maybe y'all were brought at a distance. Maybe somebody went to jail when y'all were not done yet, and then they miss you, or they didn't actually want to leave. King of Swords, that's the perfect match to Queen of Swords. Y'all were quite the pair that, you know, I'm kind of getting match made in hell. Yeah, this one is very cold and calculated, possibly even like mentally manipulative, air sign masculine. This could be that Gemini, but I just heard Aquarius. Nonetheless, you match that energy with that Queen of Swords in its shadow form. And this Knight of Swords, y'all could have argued a lot. Y'all could have had a lot of impulsive reactions to each other, a lot of chaotic energy. 2 of Swords is y'all thinking more logically. You could have pretended not to see something. You could have made it a point to not think with your emotions and to maybe just not see something. You were maybe just trying to make a decision logically. You didn't want to, you maybe had to turn off your emotions, or you maybe had to, maybe you ended up with somebody that you weren't very emotionally connected to because you were sad about your ex. That's probably what it was. Thank you, Spirit. I do get that. You probably just went and made it, or your ex, excuse me, that's what it is. Okay. Your ex maybe made an offer to somebody else, even though they didn't want to, just because they missed you, but they weren't with you. They couldn't have you. Y'all could have gotten in a really big argument. They could be really sort of holding back. That could be that strength part as well, in addition to meaning Leo. But they maybe are just not thinking. They just can't sit with their own emotions, so they can't be alone right now. Yeah, they're very stubborn. They're maybe just holding on to their version of the truth. They're being very stingy, very greedy, very hard-headed, not really willing to compromise. This could be an earth sign masculine. This could be that gross Virgo, possibly. I just heard Capricorn. Once again, just put it on a brave face. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm in pain. I've been holding on for dear life, even though I'm literally thinking about my ex around the clock, 24/7. I'm just going to get with this new person, or I'm just going to act like I'm fine. I'm just going to act like I'm not dealing with it at all. And then that, I just confirmed right now that 9 of Cups was back at the bottom of the deck in its shadow form. That's the brave face. The Chariot, again, Cancer energy in a neutral position, and Ace of Pentacles. It's like they, 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. They know what they missed out on. They know what they missed out on. Yeah, they know. They know what they missed out on. They may be hoping that you will give them another opportunity. They're kind of directionless without you right now. They really don't know which direction to go. They feel very stuck. In one hand, they're very impulsive and you know, restless. But then in the other hand, it's like, what the fuck am I even doing? They're like charging toward nothing. They feel very lost without you. They really can't make a decision without you. That could also be what that 2 of Swords is. I mean, just completely clueless, not really knowing what to do, which direction to go, but still feeling very revved up, just kind of sitting in the pain, not really moving forward. Very stagnant energy here. Just holding on for dear life with the Strength card. I do believe that. They could be in communication with the Leo. They could be a Leo. You could be a Leo, but it doesn't have to be. They could have just started an opportunity with an air sign, or excuse me, with an, I said air sign, but I meant to say earth sign. So it could be that too, but they could have started an opportunity, or maybe they're acting like they already have a new opportunity, but they don't, because they are really just thinking about you and maybe how to present this to you. Like, here you go, I got an opportunity for you again. I'm sorry for how I acted, which was fucking ridiculous and treacherous. Quite treacherous. I think this is somebody who thought they could control you, but they can't, and now they're really regretting their decisions. They know that they should come in their new energy and you know, but they're kind of acting like they're maybe avoiding the consequences of their actions. They don't want to face it. They could be impulsively running towards something else to avoid having to face you or what they've done. So nonetheless, they're going nowhere fast. I mean, this is somebody that's moving, you know, ambitiously and strategically, but it's, I mean, they're stagnant, and now the impulsive energy has taken over. Yeah, it has. That could be an air sign, fire sign, or an earth sign. Possibly that Cancer energy did come back again. I see Taurus again. This could also be, but also could be a marriage, or it could be jail. I really do firmly feel jail. And here goes that Virgo card right here for gross Virgo. The gross Virgo is probably the one in jail. They're feeling very heartbroken right now. They're having to face what the fuck they've done. They are maybe acting very aggressive, or they did act very aggressive, this gross ass Virgo. They're feeling very trapped in their head. And they still have a very sweet connection to you. They wish that they would have done better. They wish that they would have maybe grown the fuck up and acted better. They still really, really feel connected to you, but it's like they know that there's no future. I'm kind of looking at that now in its reverse form. Knight of Wands is somebody who maybe charged in and then backed out, charged in, backed out, charged in, back out. And that's fire sign energy. But nonetheless, it's just very inconsistent energy. Yeah. I'm aware that this reading is very scattered, guys. If this is, you know, if y'all are following along, feel free to let me know. But Knight of Pentacles, somebody kind of, you right now are moving slow and steady, and you're taking baby steps, but you have just come to terms with the fact of, even though I'm numb, even though I'm disassociated, even though I'm upset, I can't be stagnant the way that they are. They're maybe putting in a lot of effort into looking like they're moving forward, but they really cannot get back up, and they don't see a future. They really, truly don't. Everything has kind of come to a stop. There could be a Queen of Wands associated with them. I do see her in her reverse form. Or this could be their feminine energy. Even if they're masculine, I do get that they're very petty, vengeful, insecure is the main word right there. Insecure, maybe trying to have a false sense of confidence. And they could feel just embarrassed as fuck, because everything that they did came to the light. Thank you, Spirit. Everything that they did came to the light. Everything that they tried to hide, all of the deception, all of the trickery, all the fuckery has now come to the light. They feel embarrassed and insecure. They really don't have a way to project as happy anymore, because it's kind of like nobody who is happy would act like this. It's really hard for them to fake it. They've really been shown themselves, and they've made a fool of themselves, and everybody can see it. That could have also been what that Six of Wands was in the beginning. Everybody kind of knows about it now, and they're trying to disconnect from that. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I do feel that. Pisces energy, fire sign energy, Libra energy. I do see Two of Cups in reverse. This is like, you guys definitely are not in connection anymore. You guys are definitely not soulmates. You guys are definitely not getting along right now, to say the least. This is a broken connection. This is maybe a false twin flame. This is somebody who you thought for sure was your soulmate, and it's not. I also see Six of Swords in reverse. They cannot get away, even if they wanted to. They're trying. But I get that if they were on this boat, they'd be swimming in a goddamn circle, because there's no getting out of this. There's no getting out of this. Yeah, there's no getting out of that. No. They want to try so bad. There's no way for them to move forward until they face themselves. What it's going to require is slow and steady baby steps. And the truth, I mean, look, the truth is, look, they need mental clarity, and it's actually going to require effort and facing themselves. And progress. Slow, steady progress. They cannot rush into this. And also, Spirit said, you cannot manipulate your way out of this one either. You cannot fake it. You cannot manipulate people. You cannot triangulate. You cannot try to turn people against each other and play this little bullshit that you've been doing. You can't fake the funk. Everything that you're doing has been exposed. It's going to require actual work, and not you using others and taking advantage of others. That's literally what it's going to be. And until then, you will continue to carry this shit with you. I mean, you will not be able to get rid of it until you deal with it properly. You're going to be carrying it with you every fucking where you go. 24:43 on the timer. Could be 24, 43, 42, 34, something like that. Once again, Libra, once again, court system, once again, possibly jail. The scales are being balanced. So whatever this person has done that's being kind of brought to the surface, or already has been brought to the surface, that they're so, you know, stressed out about, it's going to be fair. Whatever that means, whatever they've done, it's going to have to be balanced out. I do know that. And I said Capricorn earlier, and I do see the devil here now. My throat chakra's starting to close up a little bit. They could be not talking. They may not be allowed to talk unless they tell the truth. Wow. And I'm stuttering. My goodness. It's like, you better say the truth, and you better say it how you mean it, because I feel like somebody's babysitting them right now. I feel like they have to pay the piper. I feel like they have to pay the piper. They had a choice at one point. They no longer have a choice, because when they had the choice to be able to defend themselves and protect themselves, they didn't choose the right thing. They did it all wrong. They did it all wrong. They no longer have a choice. Spirit has made this choice for them now. This tower moment is here whether they like it or not, because really what they did when they were manipulating everybody else was they kind of manipulated themselves into thinking that that was the way to do it. They have manifested their own tower moment, and it's coming. I mean, it's here, it's fast. They moved very quickly. Whatever deceptive acts that they did, I'm getting like fast communication, fast text messages, fast quick conversations, secret conversations, meetups, quick meetups, something like that. Manifesting maybe what was trying to be put on somebody else, it's come back to them. Thank you, Spirit. They can't protect themselves from this now, because when they had a choice, this is what they chose. When they had a choice, this is what they chose. Yeah, when they had a choice, this is what they chose. Yep. And then I remember how I put big Leo energy. I know on the Two of Cups is always the line kind of looking over them. I've always kind of thought about that as Leo. I don't see it anymore. I don't know what I did with it, but in the Two of Cups card, this one, there's always that line that sort of looks over them. I've always kind of thought about that as like a Leo is involved. Maybe they have a Leo that has passed away, that's an ancestor or a member of their spirit team, right? That's looking over them, and maybe they saw what was happening, and they're like, yeah, no way. Take their ass to jail. Take them to jail. Do what we got to do, because this is not going to be what my baby goes through, period. You know, because when they had a choice, that's the choice that they made, and that's the truth. Right now, they are very tormented. Yeah, they're very tormented. They acted in a way of not good. They're still maybe being stubborn about this, but they can be stubborn all they want. They can hold the truth back all they want. Spirit already knows the truth. They've already been put on trial. I'm hearing Salem witch trials do not play. Once again, August 19th through 23rd, January 15th and 16th, Minnie Mouse, cracked phone screen, mean, the name Millie, maladaptive daydreaming, Philippines, Philip, the last name Vasquez, I heard that twice, Dominguez, I heard that once, something about ravioli, Skittles, I don't know, do they have that in jail, ravioli and Skittles? Tamagotchi pets, I don't know why that's significant. 1992, the 13th, this could be the 13th of this month, guys, I am feeling that. Out of town, something pertaining to 4 vehicles, 4 cars, and then Turo, which is the car rental app, gross Virgo, big Leo energy, and mean, somebody's mean. And then I did put passionate and unstable, connection and conflict. So if that means anything to you, this could be your reading. But yeah, they can be stubborn all they want. They're gonna have to sit this shit out. They're gonna have to sit this shit out, and I do mean it. There's a lot of people that are gossiping about them now because they gossiped a lot. They talked a lot of shit, and it wasn't the truth. They were very nosy, kind of almost stalker-like, and that's kind of being put to a stop. They kind of are the talk of the town, I'm hearing. A lot of people are talking about them. This is a karmic cycle that they're going to have to be forced to sit down and deal with it until they change. Scorpio energy on the board. Like I said, a lot of people are talking about this. This is getting a lot of traction and attention. Until they change, they will not be able to move forward. That's the truth. This is a confirmation that until they transform, until there's a death and a rebirth, this cycle will repeat over and over and over. And the truth is, I'm feeling like this cycle has already repeated over and over and over, and this is the final straw. They're only going to amp it up. I mean, Spirit is not playing at this point. You will carry this karmic debt into your next life. This will never escape you. You have to face it eventually. If this is what they have to do to get you to face yourself, then that's just what they have to do. Along with the death card, right? I also get 5 of Cups. That's also Scorpio energy. Somebody's feeling very devastated, very sad. I get that you hurt a lot of people, whoever this is for. Not you who I'm reading for, but this person. And I don't know why I said I get that you hurt a lot of people. So that's kind of weird that I said it that way. So I could be reading for the person who is about to go to jail. So if you are watching this right now, just know that future energy is coming and you need to be careful. If you're sitting next to your partner in bed right now, pillow talking and watching YouTube, and you're on this reading, just know that it's probably your partner and you know exactly what's going on. I don't know why I felt guided to say that. This person has caused you to be very emotionally unstable, clingy, and not yourself, very mentally unwell. They've told you a lot of lies. They've promised you a lot of things, and they haven't come through on not one fucking thing. Everything that they said was a lie. If you feel a sense of discomfort while I'm speaking to you right now, just know that it's for y'all. They want to lay in your bed and be extra comfortable, acting like if you don't pick up their phone right now, that there wouldn't be filled with probably people you know in that third-party connection. Maybe somebody that you work with, maybe somebody you're in the friend group with. Maybe one of these names could even apply, or one of these little confirmations could apply. This could have even started as early as January. This could have started in August, or they could have recently went to jail August. I don't know why I thought it was August. We're already in September. So they could have just went to jail August 19th through 23rd. Or they could be about to go on the 13th. Yep, I do feel that. I just got a sinking feeling when I said they went to jail between the 19th and the 23rd. I do feel that. I do feel that. Knight of Cups. Lots of lies, lots of, wow, I feel very awkward right now after I said that. Somebody feels very embarrassed and ashamed. Wow. Wow. And I don't even get that this is the person that went to jail. I'm getting that you know that you were involved. Ooh, Queen of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. Water sign, feminine, possibly unstable, unhealed. Very mentally manipulative, emotionally unstable. Cries a lot. Knows how to weaponize her emotions against others. Very kind of covert, narcissist coded. Very just emotionally unstable, clingy, or whatever. But bitch, you're off. An unhealed Cancer woman is the grossest kind of woman. Seriously. Could have Scorpio placements. Yes, Spirit's trying to tell me something. I don't hear exactly what they're saying, but that got somebody's attention for sure. They're feeling a little bit stuck, thinking that they're next. They've been associated with this person for quite some time, and now they're looking to see, am I going to get caught too, since I did all the same shit? Oh, you thought we didn't know. Yeah, this is your time too, baby. You're going to have to sit the fuck down too. You're going to have to sit the fuck down too. I get that you've only done about 60 to 70% of what that other person did. You might want to pump your brakes, baby. And your significant other that's sitting with you right now, they know. They know. They know. They've probably been trying to tell you. Like, babe, I don't think this is worth it. No, it's worth it. It's fine. I got this. Look at them. Look at them. Yeah. All the people that you took advantage of and manipulated and put them in a position of for you to have power over them. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, that's not going to work, baby. You might want to start repenting for your sins, because you will be right there with your friend. You will be right there with your friend. And I do mean that. This could be a fire sign masculine. This could be a Leo. I'm not sure. They could be acting like they're in a position of power. They could be acting like they're the leader, when really they're just an evil ass fucking person that takes advantage of people that are in a weak spot. That's true. Once again, Leo energy. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. It's all going to come to the light. There's nothing you can do about it. You won't be able to emotionally escape this. This will be inside your head. You will be tormented. And you won't be a strong Leo energy. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. You won't be as strong as you present yourself as. And you won't be able to get away. Okay? So if this is you, which I know you're here, everyone knows what you've done. You can't act clueless anymore. You know what you've done, and you will not be able to get your way in this situation. The only way is the right way, and you should correct it immediately. This is not me talking. I can feel it, because I have a very weird feeling, and I can tell that I'm being used as a vessel. Somebody is channeling through me right now, and I can tell you right now that that's absolute facts. You've been a very mean person, a mean-spirited person. You absolutely have. Yeah, that's not good. You have hope, though, because Spirit is getting you this message. Okay? Connection versus conflict. There's a the difference between being passionate and being unstable. I see why they gave me that now. Do you have a cracked screen that you're watching this video on? Where were you on the hours and the date of January 15th and 16th, 2025, August 19th and 23rd? Were you out of town, darling, for those 4 days? Are you trying to check out? Oh, that's the truth, baby. I'm on a highway to hell. Look at me, stop it. You've been working at this for a while. You have just been walking straight into your own demise, baby. Man, you can look. You can run, but you can't hide. You can't protect yourself from what you can't find. They gon' get you. I know, I just want to sing, sister, sister. Never knew how much I missed you. And now that everybody knows, I ain't ever gonna let you go. Look, go home, Roger. Oh, shit. This reading has taken a turn for the worse, guys. I swear to God. You are using that woman for her stability and her grounding, and you're making her ungrounded and unstable. Do you understand? That's the fucking truth. You need to be upright. You act holier than thou, but you're going to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go straight to jail. Monopoly could be significant. Owning properties could be significant. You're going to jail. I just saw the Queen of Swords poking out at me. Look, you're going to jail. Put him under the jail. Someone could be 36. This cycle has come to an end, my friend. Yes. And when you go to jail, your partner's going to emotionally detach, and they're going to be happy as fuck without you. And when you try to call them, they're probably not going to answer. It's going to be so disconnected, Cancer energy. They're going to be very apathetic towards you, and they're going to get all of their manifestation qualities back. Their world is just going to, like the floodgates of blessings are just going to open up for them, and the sun is just going to come shining through, and you're just going to be sitting in a jail cell like this. Look at you. Look again. Because when somebody tried to give you a cup, you didn't fucking want it because it was never good enough. You wanted to manipulate your way out of everything. Wow. And you're going to be just lost in confusion. You're going to be curious about what they're doing, but they're not going to answer. They're going to be fucking and ducking. You understand? They're going to be happy. You're going to get their spark of passion back, and they're going to take off. Okay? Yeah, you've held on to them for a very long time. You're very possessive and gross. It's giving gross Virgo. And this person is going to be very happy without you, and they're going to have the ability to take control of their own life again without you dominating them. And this is kind of a come to Jesus moment for them too, because they've got to make it fair for themselves too. They've got to get back in touch with God, and they're going to reconnect to source, and they're going to find their inner little happiness again, and probably get a new relationship. But most importantly, it heals their inner child to get the fuck away from you. It's a miracle that you're leaving. They have a lot of spiritual gifts. Okay, I know that both of y'all are listening, so I'm saying it to both of y'all. This could be an Aquarius, or a Taurus, or a water sign, Libra. I think the Libra may be good, maybe bad. Can't really quite tell on this end, but nonetheless, this person's going to be very happy without you. Aries energy as well. You won't have a say-so in what they do now. They will literally get to put down the burdens that you have brought to them, that you've made them carry. They're going to realize their power. And all of the emotional torment that you brought onto them, you've really just put it to yourself now. This will be you, probably by the 13th. Do they have a ravioli and Skittles in jail? Interesting. Anyways, this person did provide you a home. This person did provide you love. This person did provide you a foundation. This person was everything to you. They did everything for you. You took advantage of it. You manipulated it. You kept a lot of things from them, but now they're able to be in their own energy again. But look at this gross ass Virgo again. You did. You kept a lot of secrets. You were very conflicted, and you made this person feel very stuck, but you'll be stuck now. And here you go. Here's going to be your cellmate right here. And you know what goes really, really good with a Queen of Pentacles? A King of Pentacles. They're going to find their match, and she's going to be upright now. She's going to be happy. And this man is actually going to have a job and know how to lead and have actual confidence, not false confidence. And she won't have to defend herself anymore. She won't have to try to get away anymore. He'll be consistent with her. He'll be honest with her. She'll have mental clarity again. She'll be able to start over new. She'll be able to pursue her passions. And she'll know for sure it was definitely you that was the fucking problem. And you were a fucking King of Cups in reverse. And you made her a Queen of Cups in reverse. You were emotionally manipulative. You gaslit her. But she's going to get right back up, babe. And do you see this right here? Knight of Swords in a neutral position. You want to charge at her and you can't because you're behind bars. You can just look at those as like the bars. You can't. She'll get back up though. And you'll realize that what you did was wrong. Dead wrong. And you'll never get her back again. You'll never get her back again. Cancer energy again on the board. She is very in tune with her intuitive abilities now. Her spiritual gifts are flooding in at a rapid rate. And she maybe had a couple secrets she didn't tell you this whole time too. You thought you had the upper hand, but she was just smart. You were secretive. She was calculated and prepared. And she'll find people that she actually collabs with. And she'll get her grounding and stability. And she'll be thriving and independent. And meanwhile, you'll be refusing to transform and sad as fuck. And you know what else? Heartbroken. It's true. I want to get a couple little clarifiers and we'll end it here. But once again, this video is for YouTube only. I am stopping my personal readings right now just because I don't want to take any more unless you're okay with waiting at least 48 hours. I do have quite a list right now. I did just want to stop for a little bit and do a collective reading only because these make me happy and I've been drowning in personals. I never want to rush through personal, so I have about 11 people to get through today and I think another 14 people tomorrow. If you do book with me today, because I have seen a couple people sending in payments for bookings, just know that it's going to be 48 hours until I get that back to you. And I always appreciate y'all's support. I always appreciate y'all booking with me. I love y'all to death. I hope that I can start to create a connection with my new family on YouTube like I do with my people on TikTok because I love y'all down. But like I said, YouTube, y'all give me a run for my money, baby. Y'all really do. Really and truly. I want to get just a couple clarifiers here. These may apply, these may not. It's just called my little messy bucket. I just like to just get some messy things going. I saw something blue sticking up. I don't know what it was. Monitoring spirits, right place, wrong time. Yeah, baby. Kind smile. You can smile again, baby. Good luck. Yeah, good luck where you're going because that person definitely got good luck. Old friend from the past. Do you understand me? What did I say? You definitely know them. You're headed right behind them if you don't hurry up. They are not right in the head. Yeah, we knew that. And that actually was in reverse. So they weren't right in the head. You had them very unstable. Babe, you're going to be fine in just a little bit, okay? Pots, pans, cooking could be significant. Your priorities are not straight. You upgraded in reverse. You understand? You're not going to upgrade. They are the upgrade. Bad luck in reverse. When you go to jail, their bad luck will be reversed. Do you understand? Judgment. You will have to face it. You will have to face it. I'm just going to take this stack. I'm not going to take whatever that stack is. I don't feel guided to. True love. They're going to finally be able to find true love. Do you understand? An entity attachment in reverse, baby. In reverse. You are the fucking demon. You'll be sitting with yourself in jail. You understand? Divine connection in reverse. Y'all are not a divine connection. November. Loyal in reverse. You were never loyal. You're not even loyal to yourself. And lurking. Yeah, you will be lurking. 10 of Pentacles. They will finally be able to get their stability and grounding about them. And you took a huge loss on that, by the way. The letter Y, initial Y could be significant. Let's get one more little stack here. The initial W or M could be significant. The number 2 could be significant. That could be February. That could be the 2nd. That could be 2 kids. Initial A. Initial L. That could be like the first letter of a city or a state. First and last name, middle name, whatever unit they're going to be transported to when they go to prison. You're moving funny, okay? But it's in reverse. Yeah, you won't be moving at all anymore because you'll be in jail. Pisces, which we did see a lot of Pisces cards that could be significant. Check. Oh, cleanse your home. Cleanse your home. When they leave, you cleanse that fucking home. You understand? Stalker in reverse. You will not be able to stalk this person anymore at all whatsoever. Feel guided to get a couple more. Don't tell them what you know. They didn't. They're in their big high priestess energy. They know. They're not stupid. Something could be significant about a living room. You could be sitting in the living room right now. And Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. Yep. Well, I think we're going to end it here, guys. Once again, thank you so much. And just to reiterate, if you are planning on booking, because I do see a couple coming through, go ahead and just understand that it's going to be 48 hours. I do appreciate y'all's patience with me. Thank you so much. And I've got to get back to my personal readings now. But this was my first official reading for YouTube. Breakup coming soon. Shut the fuck up. Breakup coming soon. Fire sign. Come on with it. Come on with it. Fake social media accounts. Reciprocate their energy, and they will. Struggles and hard times. They will. Yeah, don't worry, baby. You'll be all right. They'll be all right as soon as they leave. Yeah, so thank you guys. If you made it this long, I appreciate y'all always. And if you find me on YouTube, just let me know in the comments. If you're here from TikTok, of course, let me know in the comments. And once again, thank you guys for all the love y'all showed me, and I look forward to starting this journey with you guys. Bye.